renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Willis going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit of lightning talking to the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He stiff-arms him. And they work this out past the 25. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And his throw is incomplete. The Seahawks at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. 2nd and 10, Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's Howell with another throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, a little panic here early. A first-quarter onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got Rome on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back to Walker on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Give to Walker on the read option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play-action play they'll give to Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Third and long, here's Howell. Able to connect with Dotson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
First down, Howell to throw.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Second down, Howell now. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing here, Howell. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Howell.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Off play action, it's Howell.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 43.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Niners. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going up top for Taylor. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken in at the 3.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Give to Walker on the read option. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down and 4. Willis going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's got the first down, yardage before being... midfield.
Ready? First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go with the option. Coming right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 30. 10. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Commanders 21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Powell. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Slide for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Commanders 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Willis with another keeper. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Powell, another throw on second down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going up top for Taylor. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Option play, they'll give to Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
He was brought down by
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
On first down, Willis. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Willis backed up to his own goal line. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Dragon 60.
4th down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Powell on the QB sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now this likely a must-have, third and goal. Powell, third and goal. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Seahawks force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Give to Walker on the read option. And he powers his way up past the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Willis will look to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Trying to improvise. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Dobbins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a mirror. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Get it!
Give to Walker on the read option. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Willis.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Willis, he'll look to throw it. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Walker.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
you